Malaysia Dating Guide advises how to pick up Malaysian girls and how to hook up with local women in Malaysia. Travel, enjoy and have fun with hot single girls, and you might even meet the love of your life. The country of Malaysia is situated in the southeastern part of the continent of Asia. The country is separated into two parts by the South China Sea. The two parts are almost similar and they are known as Peninsular Malaysia and East Malaysia, respectively. The country has a population of over 30 million people, and this staggering number lists it in the top 50 most populated countries across the globe. In the country of Malaysia, more than half of the population practices Islam, while the other majority includes Hindus and Buddhists. The Islamic women are known for having a conservative approach. They seldom hook up with anybody, and tourists are a big no. While Buddhist and Hindu women are liberal to great extents, and some of them do indulge in casual sex, and neither do they have any reservations about late-night partying and drinking. In Malaysia, there are quite a few international schools and prestigious institutions. These are the backbone of the education system of the country, and the women are well educated, to say the least. Most of the women in the bigger cities, especially, work hard to earn their bachelor's degree. They also try and learn as much as English as possible to ensure that language isn't a barrier for growth in their respective careers. These women do go on to work and earn for their families. Many of the women might not be the sole breadwinners for their families, but they do make a conscious effort to contribute as much as possible. The women in the smaller cities of the country might not be financially independent, but the women from major cities such as Kuala Lumpur and Ipoh certainly are. The wealthy women from the bigger cities are also known for their rich and lavish tastes, so if you wish to please them, you shall need deep pockets, as these women are in sync with the latest trends and fads from the fashion industry in Europe. They tend to get quite materialistic, while the women from other parts of the country are content with small gestures and simple gifts. The country of Malaysia has incredible diversity. The diversity being talked about here is that of the women who hail from different ethnic backgrounds. The women of the country of Malaysia can broadly be classified into 5 different types of cultural and ethnic backgrounds. The first and foremost being the most beautiful type of women that you would come across in the country. These are the Iranian immigrants. These Iranian immigrant females have stunning looks. They have an incredibly sexy figure, with perfectly shaped breasts and buttocks. They have fuller lips, fairer skin, long noses, perfectly done-up eyebrows as well. Women belonging to this background are mostly in Malaysia because they are either studying or looking for work. Originally, these women belong to the country of Turkey. These women are most certainly Islamic, but they are not extremely religious. The women have a casual approach to life and are open-minded. The other type of women that you shall encounter in the country of Malaysia are the Saudi females. These women are undoubtedly beautiful, but they are the opposite of the aforementioned Iranian immigrants. These women are extremely religious, and they won't even step out of their houses without their black burqas. They do not interact with strange men, and neither shall you be able to see their faces. The third classification of women involves Malay Chinese. The women from this ethnic background are of Chinese ancestry. The women are generally preferred by male tourists who love women with typical Asian features. These would generally include their slender figures with smaller breasts and buttocks, small eyes, and soft-spoken mannerisms. If you are into Indian women, tourists are lucky in Malaysia, as the Malaysian Indians shall serve you everything you need. These women have an uncanny resemblance to Indian females. This includes their brunette hair, dusky complexion, and their deep dark eyes. They have a good figure and for the most part, are highly qualified as well. Last but not least, the women who are natives of the country of Malaysia, the Malays. These women are not the most beautiful. They do have one Asian feature, but they do not look like the Malay Chinese women. These women are friendly and soft-spoken. They are moderately religious. In fact, one can easily spot them. They are wearing colorful garbs on top of their clothing. How to pick up girls. The country of Malaysia sees people from vast backgrounds. This is one of those countries where you can see diversity in ethnic backgrounds. While the major cities of the country see women who are liberal and have a global outlook, women from the smaller cities are known to be reserved and conservative. Picking up horny girls in the country of Malaysia is not the easiest. It does require a certain amount of skill and tact, not to forget that much of it shall also depend upon your luck and fortune. It is highly recommended that as a traveler you visit the biggest cities in the country if you wish to have any sort of game without wasting too much time. Here, the women are known for having worldly tastes and having an affinity for foreign men, so be like them, dress up as well as they do, and keep in mind their limited conversational abilities in English. In Malaysia, you shall find women in different shapes and sizes, and as a tourist, you shall quite like this as the variety of women is unreal, to say the least. If you wish to pick up women in the country of Malaysia, given below are a few tips, tricks, and pointers. One can pick up women in Malaysia, but this is not an easy task. It shall involve approaching the right women, at the right place, at the right time. All of the women might not be comfortable with the idea of casual sex, so approaching them shall require some tact. The above given rating is a direct representation of your chances of picking up women in the country of Malaysia. Best places to meet girls. The best spots to meet girls in the country of Malaysia are undoubtedly situated in the biggest cities in the country. This is because they have larger populations of women who are open-minded and up for casual sex. Many tourists who are visiting the country of Malaysia shall also love grabbing the chance of meeting young girls who are in college while visiting them in university premises is a risky proposition. You can always visit cafes and restaurants frequented by young students. Hence, as a tourist visiting some of the below-listed shopping malls is an excellent idea to meet some horny girls. Sunway Pyramid Shopping Mall, Petaling. Pavilion KL, Kuala Lumpur. Surya KLCC Mall, Kuala Lumpur. IOI City Mall, Putrajaya. Sisha City Mall, Shah Alam. Tips for nighttime. Malaysia is a gorgeous country and much of its aesthetically pleasing sights are at night when the skyscrapers are magnificently lit up. The women too are the most appealing at night when they are stepping out to visit some of the famed restaurants and bars in their respective cities. The night time is for the women to blow off some steam and stress from the daytime, and they prefer doing so by going out with friends and having a wild night. So it is recommended that as a tourist, depending upon the city you plan to visit in Malaysia, have a game plan, book a room in the most happening area of the city so that you can take back women right after a party. Also, make sure that you pre-booze a little as drinking can be an expensive affair in the best bars in Malaysia. Lines might get a little too long, so stay hydrated and avoid getting too drunk before entering the venue. Given below are some of the best nightclubs that one can visit in the city of Malaysia. Hooking up at night time in the country of Malaysia is much easier than the daytime as most of the conservative folk have made their way back home, while the liberal, open-minded women are out having fun. As a tourist, you must have a solid game plan before hitting on such women, for if you play your cards right you shall most certainly end up getting lucky. The above rating justifies the point being made here. Best nightclubs to meet girls. Some of the cities in the country of Malaysia are hubs for expats and high-flying professionals from the West, and needless to say, cities such as Kuala Lumpur, Georgetown, and Ipoh are leaders of nightlife in the country. Here you shall see many female tourists from different countries and different backgrounds, most of whom are ready to hook up with relatively strange men they meet at nightclubs. Given below is a list of some of the most happening nightclubs, pubs, and bars to meet naughty females in the country of Malaysia. Monkey Bar, Kuching, Bar. Score, Petaling Jaya, Bar. Heli Lounge Bar, Kuala Lumpur, Bar. Marrakesh Music Tech Club and Lounge, Langkawi, Disco. Zeta Bar, Kuala Lumpur, Bar. That's all for today. Please don't forget to comment and do hit like, share and subscribe, it really helps a lot for YouTube algorithms.